friends. Say hey when you're hopping on. I just wanted to chat with you about our experience at the local orphanage yesterday. So, and do like a little get ready with me. I was able to find, I just spilled this all over myself. I was able to get a link from them. At first I wanted to be sure for just privacy reasons that I didn't share too much that I wasn't allowed to because of how large my social media is. When you're dealing with orphanage like this one, the kids are, I can't ever share any faces because you want to protect the identity of the kids, and a lot of them do still have parents, but they have been taken out of their homes. So the families don't know where these kids are. There's tons of different places like this here. But the one we're at specifically, some of them have lost parents, but a lot of them have been taken away because their parents are in jail or drugs or crime, or they don't want them, different reasons. So first and foremost, I will share as much as I possibly can for what they need help with. I know a lot of you feel the same way I do of like, how can we help? And then also, I will share as much of what we're doing and how we're helping and how, if you guys want to lock arms together. After sharing yesterday's stories, there are a lot of you that would love to know. So I'm gonna go over some of the things that they said that they need, but as of right now, I'm gonna make an Amazon storefront for them that ships directly to them. So they're getting me like brands and items and things that they like actually need, like face masks, gloves, cleaning supplies, bottles, sheets, like backup beds if they have, like right now they're at max capacity, but there's just certain things that they like need more than others. And we want to be sure that whatever you guys, if you want, no pressure either. If you're like, I follow you because I like to watch you do hair, then I totally understand. But if you do want to help or you want to learn more about it, that's all I'm trying to do is educate everyone on what the current situation is here in Puerto Rico. So we're helping with a different orphanage on Saturday, and it's for older children. The one we went to this week was for younger. And then this has been on my vision board for like probably 10 years, maybe longer. I don't know. But I literally felt like yesterday, I was like, I am like living, I feel like emotional. I was like, I feel like I had no idea I would be moving down here a year ago. I did not know we'd be moving. And we moved here and I'm like, I just feel like so wrapped around with like where I'm supposed to be. I don't know if you've ever had that happen in your life. And we were there and we were helping, and I was like, they've never used social media to be able, they've only gotten like local donations, or there is a fancier area in our area that has donated, some of the people there have donated some things to like help cover their playground area and help with putting in air conditioning and things. But there's a lot of needs. Right now they're completely max capacity and they have to turn away kids every single day because of the size that they are. They have expanded. They used to only have 12. Now they can do 22. Eventually they'd like to be bigger. Someone say hi. Adam called and I wonder if it's gonna shut my sound off. So they are working on building a trailer currently, and they are, Natalie, if you're watching this, can you text him and tell him I'm on a live? And then if I need to call him back, I will. So they're building a trailer currently with like a ramp down to it. So for like a music center. And the goal is to put air conditioner in there because it's very hot here. They need instruments for that area, like for the kids to be able to play. They want to hire an art teacher for like, it's mostly for more physical therapy and like sensory therapies. But there are a lot of different things that we could help with. So I'm working on, yay, I can see the comments. Woohoo, I didn't lose you. So I reached out to them to see if there were things that like, I was like, I would love to come in and I would love to help. But also I know a lot of people and I have a lot of friends who have big hearts and they might be interested with helping. And so they have a website currently. We're gonna help them get like an even fancier website, but the one they have now works for donations. And then I'm going to work on getting those Amazon storefront lists. And my goal is like that I would love to help them with is to try and get whatever their needs are. Like they should not have to turn away babies because they don't have supplies, you know, like they should not have to, and it takes a lot. It takes like formula and diapers and food and staff. And she said the majority of all their funding has gone to paying for staff. Then that leaves them sometimes not having, because they have 20 employees, because you have to have a lot of people if you have that many babies. And it's 24 hours. And so what we're wanting to do is help like lock arms for projects they have. So maybe we can take on like our community could help them with the instruments or really whatever you guys want to help with as well. We are helping also like financially and physically. And so I would never ask someone to do something we're not also doing, but I just want to give you the opportunity in case you're wanting to do something like this as well. So that's kind of the biggest part. We had a great time. We had fun. We got to, I walked into the orphanage there and walked in, met everyone, and then they gave us a tour and they started us in the room where it was just beds and the kids were playing and eating, and we kind of walked through. At this point we weren't filming yet. I just wanted to know like a tour. I wanted to know how we could help. If they had ideas of what they needed help with, like I don't want to be a hindrance, I just want to be a help. And so obviously hands on deck is very helpful, but just so we walk through and you know, you walk into a room and there are, I'm just thinking of like Veda who gets up all throughout the night still, and there are just 22 baby beds, like all in this big open room, and some are toddler beds, some are infant beds, and you just look at it and you're like, they're doing an amazing job of like making these children feel loved, but you just like deep down your heart is just like wrenched of like, you either want them to be put in a permanent placement or in a great adoptive family or in reunified with their family if they get everything worked out. And right now, while they're there, they're doing the rest to take care of them. So I linked it in the description of this video, but I'll see if I can link it here as well. Okay, it's called the Hogar Miss Premioso. It's in Spanish, so but I put it. It's Hogar is the name of the center. So for that one with the smaller kids, I plan to be helping with both the orphanage for younger children here locally and with the older children's facility as well. They're two different foundations, and each one have different needs. Obviously the one with 12 to 18-year-olds, they do not need diapers, but they definitely have other things that they need. And so I feel like having the internet is so cool because it allows you to talk to somebody in Canada or Austria or wherever that can hear about stories and things that are going on in other places of the world and be like, oh, well, I can help send that. Like, or, oh, I would love to donate, you know, a guitar or a xylophone or baby bottles or whatever. And so I just want to, ever just feel like in your life, you're like, I just want to help. I just want to help. And I'm really excited because I have gone on mission trips before, but when you have 4 kids and you started young, you don't get to like feel like you're kind of being like hands and feet and helping in real life. And so I am really excited for this new journey and season to start, and I'm going to share it with as much as I can with you guys, with keeping the kids still like safe and private and protected so that, you know, no one finds where they are. So you're a retired music teacher, Sally? You would love to help with some classroom instruments? Yes, so I listed the website in the description of this video, and I listed it down below. If you click that, they have where you can email them as well. So if you have things you want to donate, I'm working on getting like an actual list for how you can, what the things are, and maybe you could just buy that item and have it shipped directly to them. You can also donate just funds for their general funds. And then if you are local to Puerto Rico, you have to pass a background check. You have to give blood and fingerprints because they are very strict here about volunteers and being able to be sure that you don't have anything that could like contaminate, like diseases or anything. But once you pass that, you can get approved on their volunteer list, and you can volunteer in person. And so those are the things that you can do if you're local. So anyways, this was literally when I was little, I wanted to open an orphanage. I know that's so weird, but people would be like, what do you want to do? I wanted to be a mom, and I wanted to have an orphanage, and I wanted to help with all these kids. And, you know, like you help sponsor this or you sponsor that, but I just feel like really excited and we've been living here now for almost a year. So it's taken me a minute to get like involved or meet with the right people or meet with directors and like try and get, especially if I want to publicly try and fundraise for them. Like they did not come to me asking for this. This is me trying to be like, how can I help you? Like, I don't feel like kids should be being turned away because you don't have supplies. Like I know enough people and we can help personally and my friends can help and we can get you supplies so that you can do your job of taking care of babies. And also something they do is every time a child goes back to their home, like say reunification happens and this child is going back to live with their grandmother or their mother, and they send them with an entire suitcase full of clothes, like each child has their own drawer with their own clothes in them for their size, their own size shoe. They have a picture in a picture frame on their dressers. They have their own stuffy. So they do as much as they can for them to have like their own belonging. But when the children go, they send them with like some toys, they send them with a pack of diapers, they send them with a pack of diapers and a pack of formulas and a ton, but it's enough to be like when they get the baby, they aren't starting with nothing, you know? And even sometimes they need like car seats or they need different things. And the orphanage is not a state orphanage, it's a private orphanage, it's a Christian orphanage. So it doesn't get as much state funding as like a regular, you know, state of Puerto Rico orphanage would. And so it's privately funded. And that's what is so important about having to have people help with it. So I know some other things that are big things that they currently have one car and it can fit 2 car seats. And if they have kids that have doctor's appointments, like multiple doctor's appointments, they can't do more than 2 in a day because they don't have adequate transportation, like for people to like be able to take the kids on. So I would love, this is like, I know at some point they would love like not even a brand new van, just like a van. And like that has air conditioning and is dependable so that they could take, so I'm working on getting small projects together and then I'm also working on big things. So if somebody wanted to donate towards that, you know, like, okay, let's raise enough money that we can get them a van and then go and have them get a van so they get the tax benefits. But they have a lot of things. So I'm just getting started with working at Hogar. And then I'm going on Saturday to help with the older orphanage. And some ladies already planned a really wonderful like Easter party for them. And so I'm just going to help there with that on Saturday. But it will help me to get connected and involved and try and help as much as I can. So anyways. I did want to be sure and like talk to you guys about it and share like how the day went. Adam was helping feed babies and he was like, I literally forgot how to feed a baby. He's like, I forgot you just have to like keep shoving food in their mouth because they kept like spitting it out. But my friend Jenny and her husband went as well. They're the founders of Beautiful You. They're looking at doing like some amazing things, like incorporating it into their company, being able to like either round up on orders or different things to try and help with that orphanage as well. And so anyways, yes, they need like a small school bus, like a pre-K or special ed Yes, or even just like a fan, just something. They just need something. So, but they're doing a great job with what they have, and they have grown. So anyways, all right, what else, friends? Oh, I did go house hunting this week. Okay, so we went and looked at a house. My house is not on the market, but I also had another person reach out to me saying someone's interested in buying our house. It was the night after we had looked at other houses. And my neighbor, she was like, hey, I have friends looking to move to this area. Do you know how much the house down the street's for sale? And I told her, and she was like, okay. And I was like, well, we're thinking we might, we have somebody else looking at ours right now too. And so we might end up being like selling ours. And she's like, well, my friend might be interested in your house too. Like, so I have no idea what's going to happen with our actual housing situation, but I'm here for whatever. As of right now, we're just still here. The house that we went and looked at was too small for our family. We would have had to like drilled through a bunch of concrete to try to make a staircase to an unfinished basement and then finish the basement. And it was just too small. It had no closets. It didn't have like a washer and dryer was up under a staircase, but it was like not functional for as much laundry as we have. It just wasn't. So that house is out. So right now we're just happy where we are. And if the person who's interested in our house doesn't want it, we'll just keep staying here. I know somebody ends up one day, I don't know, but we're happy where we are for now. But it would be nice to have, like tonight, like my office, like Adam's cousin gets into town, they'll just be sleeping in an air mattress here in the office. And we have a lot of family coming in, and it would just be nice if we had a little more space, but we're great. We're fine. Okay, let's see. The house we bought is great. Somebody who's just interested in buying it. So if that happens, if we have flipped houses before, if financially it was a good thing, like we would even flip our house and then possibly even rent again. I don't know. I'm so here for my life right now. Like whatever happens. Adam this morning was like, I was getting ready. We're not moving. We just looked at, it's just someone's interested possibly. So if it progresses further, I'll let you know. But as of now, it's just someone interested. But Adam this morning, I was getting ready to go on a beach walk, and then I went to like a workout class, and he was like, you have like just blossomed since we lived here. He's like, I would have never known. Like I was so nervous leaving what I had always known to go somewhere new, but I was like excited, and all the doors had like opened wide open. Do you know what I mean? Where you're just like, this is where I really felt like the Holy Spirit, like for weeks before, like had even been saying, like, just felt like we were going to be moving. Like it all happened so fast. And I look at where we are now, and I'm like, we have so many friends I didn't know I would have met. The orphanage opportunity, the helping with things opportunity, there's like sea turtle stuff, like all these things. And so just if you ever feel like, I just don't know how I would ever start over. Like I was like emotional on my way after my exercise class this morning. I was like, I feel like I am like living in my prayers, and like literally living in like prayers bigger and better than I ever imagined. And that I was so hot, like I was a little sad to like leave what we had in Tennessee, but I like look at what it is now, and it's like, if you're about to have to go through a season that you're like, what if? I just want you to think like, what if it is the best season you've ever entered? Like, what if what you're about to go through is going to like shape you into a totally different person? Or what if it's like the things you have prayed for all along, like God has been preparing them for you somewhere else? And anyways, I don't know if anybody else is going through a transition of moving, or what to do with your life, or how to finally like do things you've been putting on your list for years. But I'm going to tell you what my schedule is here in a second. I have to have the dog at the groomer here in a few minutes. Then I've got to get kids from school. I'm also picking up some friends' kids from school because she's working late, and so I am picking them up. I'm taking them home. Then the girls have tutoring. Then Christian has a workout. He's my oldest. Then Veda has swim lessons at 4:30. Then Christian has to be picked up from his workout. Then Adam's cousins are getting into town. I've got to go get an air mattress and bedding. What else? Oh, I'm on 0 miles until empty. And so I've got to get gas at some point. And luckily Adam already got groceries. And I was at 10,000 steps this morning by 11 o'clock. So I got my workout in early. I knew today would be nuts. Haven't really done a great job selling or working my business at all today. I've been doing some like messaging and working on stuff, but I haven't. But that's okay. Neither here nor there. But I am excited to kind of help like raise more awareness for things that are going on here locally, and then also how we can make an impact together to do amazing things. So that's really what today's thing was about. It was just, I have a lot to do. And yes, the beef tallow cream is the best ever. It does smell good. It is great. They are running out of it. So I got an email today that it's going to be on back order. So I don't know if it currently is, but I know it's about to. Your last child graduates in 2026. You're having mixed emotions on your next journey. Just pray it into existence. I'm serious. Like, literally, Val, it could be the best season. Today, I was like, I feel even weird to say it out loud, but I was like, I think I am like living in my favorite season of my adult life. Like, not that I haven't enjoyed seasons where like my kids were growing and whatever, but like where I think when you're a mom, you like put a lot of taking care of everyone else. And then you also like, when you're a business owner, you're trying to like start businesses, you feel there's like survival mode for like my whole adult life. And for just recently, I am like, I feel so at peace and I feel so happy. And I feel like I am having so many opportunities. Like, I got home last night and I found out like one of our dearest friends that we thought were not going to be here are going to be here. I spent the day at the orphanage and I was like, today was just like the best day ever. Like, it was just such a great day. And I don't know, it was so good. And so if you had told me like so many things that I was like scared of for the future, and it's like, oh, God works out the little details, you know, like he really does. So if you've got something like that going, okay, Pamela, I moved to Huntington Beach, California to Joplin. I felt God led everything. It went so easy. And 6 weeks after we got there, my cancer came back. I was able to receive state-of-the-art treatment that I couldn't get in California, and now I'm cured. Praise the Lord. Bobby, you're 53, but the season you're in was by absolute. Oh. And it doesn't mean I have had bad seasons, or that I don't have bad days now. But I am just like, I love sharing it because I wish I had like seen someone be like, oh, wow, you did something brave and it worked out. Like, you know, like, or I have a friend who she's just been heartbroken in like multiple relationships. And she's like, I just feel like it's like hopeless. And I was like, it is not hopeless. Like, there is hope. So anyways, there's so much hope and so much great community, like just goodness together. So I'm grateful for every single one of you. And I will keep sharing about things that are going on at the orphanage, especially when I go visit. And then when I get like lists and things from them. And so that will be something that I will be sharing about. So anyways, I love you guys. I've got to take the dog. Or see, somebody came to wash her not too long ago and they wanted to shave her down to her skin. And I was like, no. And they're like, she's matted. And I was like, she isn't. Like, I was like brushing through her. I was like, she isn't matted. And then that was about 6 weeks ago. So now she is matted. And I should have just had her washed. So now she's stinky. And she is, I've washed her in my bathtub, but she needs like a good old scrubbing and a serious haircut. So pray that she does good at the groomer, because she doesn't always do good at the groomer. So anyways, Love you guys. Okay, Suzanne, the pills that I was talking about to lose weight. Okay, so they're called, I haven't taken them today. I normally have been taking them every single morning, and I just was really busy this morning. Also, Veda, she got up because she was like having a bad dream, and I brought her to our bed in the middle of the night. So when she woke up this morning, she did this. Is a fly an animal? It's like, kind of, a fly is an insect. So it's like, you know, like little bugs and stuff it was so cute. But anyways, so I haven't taken this yet. But this is it's called Lean. And then I'm waiting for my Calm to get in, but it's supposed to help with your cortisol levels. So those are the 2 products I've used from them. I haven't used any of the others. But this is like a new brand I just started trying a couple months ago, like right before we went to Europe. And so I am purposely not, I had lost 11 pounds since taking them, but I don't think I'm weighing any more for a while because I'm just noticing how my clothes fit. So like yesterday I wore a pair of pants that had not been able to, or day before yesterday that I hadn't been able to button. And I'm just paying attention because not that I don't want to tell you how much I weigh. I don't care. I have no shame, but it messes with my head if my scale goes up some, even when I'm trying hard. So instead I'm just focusing on trying hard. Like I ate an avocado right before I got on here. I've already had a protein smoothie today. I've got my steps in, like I'm just doing the things. And then TrimFit and Greens, my second one of these today. And then, down the hatch. But these are just like a GLP-1 alternative. So it helps with your blood sugar, but it's a peptide. And peptides are really good for your body. So they are, I did put I don't know if I did actually, oh no, it is. It just says natural GLP-1 alternative is what it says on it, but it's called Lean is the name of them. And then TrimFit Greens are on there. Palmafare doesn't have 99-cent shipping anymore. I didn't end up actually doing makeup. So if you need links for anything else, you could send me a message. But I tried to post anything that I thought maybe somebody would have a comment about. Anyways, if you have questions, you can message me. I hope you have the best day ever. And I'm going to go see if Ivory does well going to the groomer. So wish me luck. Bye, guys. Love you.